Tell me more about the floods. When did they happen and where did they happen?
The floods took place in Bombay on the 26th of July 2005. And remember, that was a dreadful day for the entire city, because the thing was, the entire city had been cut away from the world, literally cut away from the world, because I remember I had an interview with British Airways on that day, for which eventually I was successful. And I reached at my friend's place after the interview at about 12:31 in the afternoon. And at 2:30 it was just pouring slightly, it wasn't too heavy. So all Mumbaikars, they thought that, well, it's going to be another normal day of rain. Unfortunately, the weather department didn't alert the city as well with regards to the happenings, what's going to happen. So everyone was just left unaware, and everyone was just enjoying themselves in the rain. Suddenly it was like, it grew worse and worse and worse, and finally what happened was half the city, almost the entire city, was drowned in water. The mobile links were cut. The electricity department, they cut all the electricity links with the city, because obviously, you know, it would be dangerous with so much of water around everywhere and the wires on the road and all that. And yeah, a lot of people were stuck in their offices, a lot of people stuck in their colleges, inside the buses, inside the trains, just stranded for almost 48 hours, and people could not move an inch. The weather department, they did not perform their duties on that day, unfortunately, because they did not alert the city, as I said. They should have done that. Unfortunately, they did not alert anyone. Everyone thought that it's going to be normal rain. Unfortunately, it turned out to be a disaster for the city.
Was this during the monsoon season?
This was, yes, you could say monsoon season, July. Yeah, it rains till about August, first week of September in India. That's the period of rain. And yeah, but never, I mean, this was an experience which was not experienced before. This is something new for the city, because it's not like you have floods every year in Bombay and everyone gets drowned and everyone... I mean, this was something totally new.
So what was different about it? How did the floods actually happen? What caused them?
Well, basically what happened was, as I said, the weather department did not alert the people, and what happened was, like, as per the statistics given after the incident, was like, they say that usually a cloud is supposed to be around 6 to 8 kilometers above sea level. The other day they found out on the 26th that it was almost 15 kilometers above sea level. It covered almost the entire city. So it was really, really bad. And once it started raining, unfortunately the drainage system wasn't up to the mark as well that day, and basically the water kept collecting and clogging at various areas, and it just worsened after that. Basically, cars were almost like 3/4 in water. It was that bad. Drainage systems weren't working. People were stranded. It was chaos. People were dead as well. You would see dead bodies floating in the water. It was so bad. I mean, just imagine, you just take, for instance, you're in a bus and you're just seeing dead bodies lying on the road in front of you in the water. I mean, it's so bad. I mean, you can't. You would never hope that you would live to see such a day, believe me. If you would have been there in that water, you would have known what fear is, believe me.
How long were you stuck at your friend's house for?
I was stuck for almost like 2 days, as I said, because I could not move out of the house. Luckily, my friend was staying on like the 5th floor, so we were pretty safe there. But the water was rising until almost the 2nd floor. So you could be on the 5th floor. We were pretty alright. It wasn't that bad in the building because the facilities were good, the drainage in the building itself. But still, for almost 2 days I did not go home. My parents were so worried. Luckily, my friend's landline was working for some time till everything got disconnected, and I happened to call my parents and I told them I'll be here for a day or two because of the conditions outside. So I was just at my friend's place and we were just watching television, we were watching the news. All the chaos was there on TV, covered by the media, and it was really bad.
What did it look like looking down at the water?
Yeah, it's like, I mean, they were capturing everything. Media people were there. They were actually capturing everything, believe me. It was chaos around. There was water, but they came there to help the people. As I said, the few stalls which were there on the road, which were selling biscuits, they actually went to the people and offered them biscuits and tea, just to give them some relief, some reprieve, you know, some momentary reprieve, that's it.
How was your feelings when, because obviously you couldn't really speak to anybody, family and friends?
I was concerned about them. I was just hoping that they're all fine in their houses. Luckily, nothing happened to any of my friends, any of my near and dear ones. They were all safe and sound. although few of them were stuck in that particular flood in the buses, and few of them were in the trains, and few of them were on the road. But you could see people walking on the tracks home. People walking on the tracks, railway tracks going home. Can you imagine? People walking for hours and hours to reach home from one destination to the other. And a few of my friends did that as well. But I'm lucky, like after 3 or 4 days I met them and they were alright. Thank God for that. Nothing happened to them. The heartening factor was that people came together during those days. Everyone united. The unity among people could be seen. Everyone was helping each other. They were providing shelter. Some were providing assistance to the others. And the people who were drowning, they were actually helping them and saved few lives as well. And everyone came together, so it was good to see the city united. That was the best thing which came out of this. But having said that, no one would wait for such an opportunity to see unity in a country. This is really bad.